Okay. Good evening, everyone. All the
Good
new
evening.
members, the
Good
diamonds,
evening.
the diamonds, the emerald, the ruby, and the directors. Welcome to another sessions of Health Talk. My name is Linda from Penang. I'm your host for tonight's talk. Okay, we have with us our health expert, Mr. Lee, tonight to share his in-depth knowledge on cholesterol, knowing the good and bad cholesterol. Actually, this is very important. We have to know the difference between the good and bad cholesterol. Well, Mr. Lee, by profession, is a nutritionist, okay, health consultant, physical and spiritual counselor. Wow, this is also another interesting area which we should talk to him some other time. Okay. He learned body and soul purifications with many domestic and foreign teachers and lead countless body and soul purification camp in Malaysia. Wow, a very experienced guy. He began to learn new natural remedies and nutrition because of his health problem. Therefore, he has a personal experience of diseases and can feel the same for his patient and given physical and psychological assistance and guidance. Study and practice nutrition, iris tongue, diagnosis and live blood analysis for over 16 years, reading countless people. Wow, I must let you, oh yeah, you read mine before. Very good, very accurate, my health blood test. With rich teacher experience, he is currently a health consultant of many companies. Wow, right. To me, I know, I'm very impressed with his talk, especially the recent one, the living with sugar. His sharing was very informative from causes and conditions to preventive measures which are very useful for us in this healing ministry. So, ladies and gentlemen, please sit back, relax, and learn as much as we can from him. He will share with us how I am laser able to help in our cholesterol issue. Let us put our hand together to welcome Mr. Lee.
Okay, thank you,
Mr. Lee, are
thank
you
you.
there? Are you
Yeah,
ready?
yeah, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very
Okay,
much.
I'll pass
Okay,
the
thank
time
you
to
for your
you.
introduction.
Right.
Okay, so let me
Okay.
open my file, my share my screen first. Okay.
Your screen. Yes, you have to
Okay.
share your screen.
Uh,
Go ahead.
okay. Three. Okay, ventral stalk. Okay, cholesterol. Okay.
Cholesterol.
Okay. Can see Okay
Yes.
Okay.
Can see, can
Okay
hear you loud and
Okay.
clear.
So thank you very much for a very beautiful introduction So far you are the only one who really go according to the slide there and mention about my qualification, my order.
Yeah, because this is the
Okay.
first time I ever read.
Earlier
Yeah.
yeah, because earlier all the hosts I know them very well also. Okay,
Mm.
so too well I know them they introduced me very short only.
Okay. But you are a
Okay,
professional. You are
so today's
professional
topic.
worth mentioning.
Okay, so today's topic on cholesterol. Okay, I mentioned there about cholesterol, but in fact, the topic should be under this hyperlipidemia, which cholesterol is part of it. Because when we talk about hyperlipidemia, maybe some people they don't know what is it. Okay, so when we mention about cholesterol, maybe they are familiar with it. Okay, so I have to mention again here the topic should be under hyperlipidemia, which uh, is a symptom and a illness whereby our cholesterol level and then our this triglyceria okay, is very high or inside our blood. That means the oil inside the blood is very high, okay, and then it will cause a lot of problems. So this is a topic, okay, which I will explain in detail about the difference, okay, between cholesterol and then this triglycerides. Okay, what is the difference, and then why it's so difficult for us? Sometimes if you want to reduce your cholesterol level, you find not only you have to really restrict on the food that you're taking, okay, sometimes by only reducing the oil, okay, because we thought cholesterol are all related to oils only, okay, but in fact it's not as what we have in mind, okay, because cholesterol is not only related to oil, okay, and then it related to all the sugar, carbohydrate, okay, that we are taking, okay. So we have to go in more detail, otherwise sometimes we don't know how to handle when we have this kind of problem. So when we talk about sometimes we go for a checking on our lipid, on our normally we say our cholesterol lah. So normally they will go into 4 readings. One is total cholesterol, okay, that means the combination of bad cholesterol and high cholesterol, okay, because cholesterol can be divided to HDL, high density lipoprotein, or low density lipoprotein. Sometimes even it can be, okay, measured under very low lipoprotein also, okay. And then these are the basic reading that we will measure. And then one more thing is the triglycerides, okay, which will indicate the oils, this type of oil inside the blood is high or low. Because if the triglyceride is high, finally it will be converted into cholesterol inside our body also, okay.
Mm.
It's clear, cholesterol is not oil, okay. Those oil we are taking is not cholesterol directly. Cholesterol is a type of fats which convert by your liver and made by your liver one. The fats that we are taking, fats normally we divide into saturated fat, unsaturated fat only. Okay, and then some of the those sugar, carbohydrate, even though it will converted into sugar inside the body, but finally maybe it will be stored, okay, as a type of fats also. The liver will convert it, okay, if the sugar is not used, okay, liver will convert it either into triglyceride, or finally this triglyceride will be converted into cholesterol also. So there are difference. So basically cholesterol are made by our body. 70 to 80% of the cholesterol that we have are made by the liver. Only 20 or 30 we intake from the food that we are taking. For example, like the those high cholesterol food like those intestine, internal organ, and then the brain, or like this animal like pig brain, very high in cholesterol. All this from food one, basically, okay, they are 20 to 30% only. All the others remaining cholesterol are converted by our liver, okay, from carbohydrate, from all the fats, okay, that we have taken, okay, and then into cholesterol. Why we need so much of cholesterol? Because cholesterol is a very important ingredient inside our body. There's something we need in the body, okay, for in order for us to live, okay, because all this cholesterol will be used, okay, especially in making all the hormones, okay, and then the membrane of all the cells, okay, and then some other chemical reaction, maybe it needs the help of cholesterol also. So inside our body we cannot go without cholesterol. So sometimes when we talk about cholesterol, we'll think that cholesterol is very bad, okay, but there is something we need inside the body. So cholesterol can be divided basically into two types. One is what we call the low density lipoprotein, and then the other one is the high density lipoprotein. What is the difference between these two types? Okay, actually it's basically depends on what kind of oil, what kind of fat that we are taking, okay, and then the combination of fats and this protein to make up the lipoprotein, so it will be different in molecule size. Okay, from here you can see, okay, this HDL, it looks smaller compared to LDL and VLDL, very low density lipoprotein. Okay, so there are different types of oil or fats combined with protein, then you make up high density lipoprotein. So the molecule is very small, it can enter to the cells and then coming out from the cell freely, or enter into your artery or vein, okay, and then it will come out or easily. Okay, so because of the size of the molecule of this HDL, so this, because it can easily go through your vessel, so it won't bring too much of harm into your body one. Okay, and then the function of it, some because it can enter into your cells, sometimes those fat it store inside the cells can be transport away from your cells with the help of this HDL. So it can eliminate, okay, excessive of fats inside the cells. So it will help the cell to be more healthy one. Okay, so we call this HDL the good cholesterol, okay, inside the body. Okay, so this good cholesterol. So however, this LDL, low density, that means like those oils, basically like animal oils, or like what we like to eat, those 猪油渣啦, those pig oils, okay, it will easily get change its form, okay, from liquid to semi-liquid, or to what we call, how they call, okay, that means Malay is called pepeja, okay, I don't know English how to call it, okay, okay, then it will form, okay, not liquid already, okay, it will form hardening, and then like a piece of this agar-agar, okay, and then all this it will be easily, okay, because of the molecule, it will enter into our bloodstream. Sometimes it cannot come out, okay, from the vessel. Okay, it will enter our cells, but it cannot come out easily. So all this accumulation of this LDL inside the cells and inside our vessel, it will eventually form plaque inside our bloodstream there. Okay, and then it will cause a lot of problem. So that's why we call this the bad cholesterol. But no matter how good cholesterol or bad cholesterol, we need the cholesterol, okay, because we need the cholesterol to do a lot of function, to do a lot of job inside our body. So we shouldn't bring all this cholesterol because it's LDL or HDL. Okay, the body need it. Only thing we have to control the quantity of it. Okay, if too high, okay, like LDL is too high, it's not that it's bad for the body. Even sometimes HDL, if too high, okay, it's no good for the body also. So there is all the while, for the last maybe of 50-60 years, we have a wrong impression on this cholesterol, because all the while we blame the cholesterol for forming the plaque and then cause a problem like heart disease, stroke, okay, all these are chronic diseases. Okay, but recent year research has been done, and then they find out that, okay, the problem of cholesterol is no longer as what we mentioned earlier. Okay, all the plaque is due to cholesterol, and then it formed inside the vessel. Okay, they have find out a lot of people, even though their cholesterol is high, they didn't form any plaque inside the vessel. Okay, even though they are taking unsaturated fat, okay, like coconut oil, it contains very high unsaturated fat also. Okay, that means those fat can what we call then it will change from liquid, and then it become something like gel. Okay, and then all the while we are thinking of, okay, it will cause problem inside the body. If temperature is high, is low, okay, inside the body, then it will easily get change the liquid form of fats, it becomes like gel form, and then it will form the plaque. All the while we have this kind of thinking, okay. But finally, a lot of places like those Mediterranean places, like all these very hot, uh, have a lot of coconut tree one, because all the while we are taking coconut oil one. But after sometimes we stop that because American, they are selling soya bean oil, okay, and then they give a lot of research and then condemn on coconut oil because coconut oil contain saturated fat, okay. Then that's why for quite a long period we didn't see people take a lot of coconut oil already. They shift to soya bean oil or palm tree oil. Palm tree oil also condemned by all this masala, because palm tree oil is like coconut oil. It contains saturated fat also. Okay, so all the while, because of all these interests involved, okay, people tends to encourage to take oils which are plant-based, like olive oil, soya bean oil, okay, and then this grape seed oil, instead of even some like coconut oil and palm tree oil. They don't recommend also because of this saturated fat contained inside the oil. Okay, but recent research already confirmed that the plaque, all those blockage or like heart attack, after heart attack or stroke, due to her plaque, they really go for research, and then they opens up and take out all those plaque, or then they study what is inside there. Then they finally find out that sometimes the plaque is not only contain all these fats, it also contain like calcium, all those things, and then you make it harden. And then they found that why a lot of people after taking very high saturated fat, they still okay, they don't develop like heart problem. Okay, those people like in American, okay, they, even though they are taking this soya bean oil, they are having a lot of heart attack problem also. So they finally find out, the plaque is formed inside the vessel. Basically, it's because of inflammation happening in the vessel there. And then the inflammation normally is caused by like high blood pressure, or the blood is moving too fast, and then is hitting the wall of the vessel and then get injury there. So when there is injury, okay, there is a breakthrough. So normally the oil is contained inside the blood there. It will easily enter into the inner liner of the vessel, and then slowly when our white blood cell go and repair, okay, the things, and then the layer of these fats will getting higher and higher inside, and then it will cover up in the inner liner. So the pathway go through will become smaller and smaller, and then sometimes when the wound is healed, or they will be scarred, and then all the oils, all this cholesterol, okay, is moving in your blood there, and then it will start there, and then slowly it will develop, the plaque become bigger and bigger, and then finally it block your inside your vessel, okay, just like what is happening here. So these are due to for example, if your blood there contain a lot of like crystallized urine acid. Okay, if you've gone through before our blood test, you will see how sometimes there will be cholesterol forming a plaque, or sometimes the urine acid will gather, and then you will form a plaque also. Okay, which, okay, if is moving in the vessel here, it will easily hurt your vessel. Okay, and then secondly, sometimes the blood pressure is too high, then you hit the wall of the vessel, and then make a injury, okay, on the vessel, and then finally all the oils will enter inside here. Again, it becomes in the inner liner, and then our immune system, our white blood cell tend to repair it and cover this up, and then it will become thicker and thicker, and finally the pathway will become very small. Okay, the flow will become very difficult. Okay, and then finally, if let's say another plaque is forming, and then it move to this part then it will be stuck there, and this the occurrence of a heart attack. Then sometimes it make the burst off of the vessel, and then it becomes like stroke or those problems. So the main things, okay, which cholesterol will harm our body is due to this type of inflammation, and then the accumulation of all the fats are inside here. Okay, if no inflammation, even though your cholesterol is high, it won't form all these things. Okay, so inflammation should be the first things to be blamed. This is why when what we call sometimes the three high, your cholesterol high in cholesterol, high in this blood pressure, and then high in sugar, it will easily give a very high pressure to your vessel, and then it will injure your vessel. Sometimes your urine acid also after crystallize, it can easily make a very big injury, big wound here and there, and then it will form this atherosclerosis. That means a lot of places inside a vessel got blocked. Okay, got this kind of plaque forming. So normally, if it happen in your coronary this vessel there, that means sometimes if there is still one place got this plaque, then we can go for the balloon. If too many in one vessel got too many places got this kind of forming, then you cannot go for a balloon one. You cannot put a stent here because too many stent you have to put, and then it wouldn't be very efficient, okay, to handle the problem. So normally you have to go through a bypass, okay, in that case, if this atherosclerosis is happening inside the body. Okay, so and then all this forming of plaque inside the vessel, it will hardening the vessel. So the vessel, the contraction and then the expansion is no longer so good. So sometimes it becomes very fragile also. It cannot stand the heat when the pressure is high. Okay, it will burst off, and then easily you will go into stroke. Okay, that's the problem, and then there is the worry. That's why we have to control our all this cholesterol in the very beginning stage. When we diagnose, we have the possibility of develop a higher chances of getting all this plaque inside there. We should avoid that, okay, to be happen. Okay, so in order to improve this, of course, we cannot allow our body to have too much of cholesterol, even though it is not the main factors which form this. Okay, the main factor is inflammation and injury on the vessel. Okay, but it is helping the forming of these things. So inside here, not only the cholesterol, sometimes the calcium, all those it will make these things become very hard, and then slowly hardening become the whole vessel become very fragile. Okay, so the blockage may happen inside all the vessel in the body. So many parts, okay, inside the body, like here, especially if you discover that just those areas close to your eyes, and then it form kind of fats, okay, like yellowish color one. Okay, you can see quite clearly some old people, they might tend to have one. Okay, this indicate that the cholesterol level is already very high. So you will form something like crystallize, okay, and then you will show outside. Okay, we can see. Okay, and then secondly, of course, the heart, the coronary, this artery may be blocked, okay, because of the forming of this. And then some people they might suffer like those main artery which supply blood to your kidney. Okay, there will be blockage there also sometimes. And then for people like old people, you really observe their iris. You see the iris outside become gray color one. So there's an indication that the body's this lipid this cholesterol is high also. Okay, and then of course normally this all this cholesterol, they like to deposit near all your joint, and then maybe your on your feet, because your feet is the further from your heart. So sometimes when your heart is not that strong, the pumping, when it reach to your leg, the strength is not there. So the circulation of your blood getting very slow. So all this oil inside the blood there, it might deposit on the feet. Okay, and then sometimes it will cause some blockage on all this artery or inside here, and then you might experience like morning you wake up and then you try to walk and then you feel that there's pain, okay, on the feet there. After you walk for a while, then it disappear. All these indicate there might be a blockage due to high cholesterol. Okay, and then of course the blockage might happen in your eyes, especially those who also got this what we call this high sugar one okay, high sugar will eventually with all this lipid, okay, it will spoil all the neuro and then the worst to your eyes, and then finally will cause blindness also sometimes. Okay, so these the things. So earlier I already mentioned, okay, your liver is the factory which produce cholesterol. Okay, your good cholesterol, your bad cholesterol, all the food that we are taking, or all the carbo, all the sweet, and then all the protein, and then all the fats, okay, that we are taking, after digest, it will go into our bloodstream and then enter into our liver. And then liver is the organs to process all the vitamins, and then it actually responsible to do a lot of jobs, and then there are all kinds of all this enzyme inside there, or the detoxification of the blood also done by your liver. Okay, so your liver is responsible to do a lot of things. One of the duty is to produce, okay, the cholesterol. Okay, using all the blood, all the resources that you have taken. Okay, your carbo, okay, your sugar, and then all the oils that you have taken, and then sometimes even the protein, okay, that you have taken, it can be converted, okay, by your liver and then change, okay, from your cholesterol. That's why sometimes it's difficult to control the cholesterol, because the source is so many things can be converted, okay, into cholesterol by your liver. Okay, so that's why we only concentrate on the control of the fats that we intake. Sometimes it's not that effective also, because if you have a very high sugar level, all this will be finally some will be converted into cholesterol too. Okay, so the main point when we talk about high cholesterol, we have to focus on the function of liver. Okay, there is something wrong, okay, with the production, because normally if we intake those food contain a lot of this cholesterol one, so the liver actually by right shouldn't produce that much of cholesterol already. Okay, so the input, okay, plus the cholesterol produced by the liver, that is equivalent the cholesterol we need inside the body. That should be the way how the liver function. But nowadays, because we didn't really take care of our liver, okay, very late sleep, okay, and then we didn't take proper rest, okay, and then the food that we are taking is too oily, sometimes we get fatty liver. All this, okay, make your liver cannot perform properly already. Sometimes even though you take a lot of these cholesterol things, okay, by right the liver shouldn't produce that much of cholesterol already, but the liver still continue to produce. That's why the cholesterol become higher and higher inside the body, because in fact in the liver there will be a system which will eliminate, okay, all the excessive oil from the body one. Okay, normally the liver will make use all these cholesterol oils, and then some of the ways that it filter, and then they will make up or become the bile juice, okay, which will be released to your intestine every time you eat something, okay, and then to handle the oil that you are one. So this is the way, okay, the liver flush out all the excessive fats that is inside okay, the liver there, okay, and then the cholesterol also, it will produce all the bowel liquid, okay, and then some of the bowel juice will store inside your gallbladder, or it will be concentrated. And when you eat some things which contain a lot of fats, one, we need the bowel juice to handle, to break down all the fats one, and then eventually all these fats will go into your intestine and then become your stool, and then you flush away. Okay, this is the natural way of the liver handle all the fats inside the body. Nowadays, because the efficiency of your liver is not as good as it's supposed to be, that's why some of the fats cannot be flushed away, and then it contained here, and then sometimes the accumulation of fats are too much inside the liver. It causes this fatty liver, and then this further will block all the cells inside the liver here, and then your liver will start cannot function properly. Okay, eventually the liver the cells will be injured, and then it will be fibrolysis will happen, hardening of your liver happen, and finally sometimes it will go to the stage of what we call liver cancer, something like that. Okay, and then this is the relationship between the fats that you're eating, and then conversion of all the fats into cholesterol, and then your liver. Okay, so if we want to fight against cholesterol, we have to really take care of our liver, and then make sure our liver are strong enough, all the cells is functioning properly, okay, so that it can do all the filter work and then all the flushing work effectively. Only then, okay, you will be effectively from all these excessive fats inside the body. So from here, I didn't really translate this page. Okay, 80% of the cholesterol is not from your food. Okay, only 20%. Okay, you taken all this cholesterol from your food. Okay, so from here you can see all the fats, protein, or all the sugar, okay, carbo, it will be converted, and then all the enzyme inside your liver there, it will combine and then convert. Okay, after a few process, then eventually the cholesterol will be released into your blood there, and then it will deliver to all your cells, okay, to forming of all the hormones, okay, and then making of the cells all need the participant but of cholesterol. Okay, so from here we can see, okay, our liver normally if those very low density liver these lipoprotein, especially when you are taking all those animal fats too much, okay, it will form very low density lipoprotein. So your liver will convert it, will break it down in become low density lipoprotein, and all this low density lipoprotein will go into your cells one, and then it will be used in the generation of energy, and then the membrane of the cells, and sometimes some cells can produce the hormones, all those. Okay, and then eventually some of the fats inside here, okay, it will be bring out, okay, if too much of fats are inside the cells, unless this is a fat cell, okay, a cell which store the fats one, okay, it will contain inside. Otherwise, other cells that is not allowed to contain too much of fats inside the cells, which will damage the cells one. So the transport and then the transport of the all these fats inside the cells here to go back to your liver, it will be in the form of HDL, high density liver protein. Okay, that's why high density liver protein is very important. Okay, if normally it will bring all the fats from your cell and then go back to your liver and then processed by the liver, so that it won't happen. Okay, all the fats are outside. All the cells contain very high fats, and then eventually all the cells will be destroyed. Okay, unless it's a fat cells. This is how normally it will help inside the body. So we must maintain a very good rate of HDL. That is good cholesterol. So we try to reduce this LDL into a minimized stage, but we still need it. Okay, because the cells need this LDL to do something. Okay, so a lot of people, they thought when they have cholesterol, they're trying to reduce all the fats, and then are trying to reduce all these cholesterol foods. I think sometimes cannot be too extreme, because there is some ingredient which the body need inside the body. There are function there. So actually we should maintain in a moderate rate. Okay, whereby here you can see this normal rate. Okay, this is the rate which you have to take care, and then this dangerous rate, very high cholesterol. Okay, it might bring a lot of problem later stage. Okay, in developing all the plaque and then hardening of the vessel. Okay, so basically there are two way of measuring. One way is to measure in mg, and then the other way is to measure under this mmol. So the reading, we should familiar with it also. If we are not familiar, please get a chart on this. Okay, to get what is this normal rate, and then you are encouraged, okay, to check if you've got no problem so far. At least 1 or 2 years you must check your cholesterol level, see how is your cholesterol. Normally this 4 figure will appear when you go for a blood test. This is the total cholesterol. Some people, they might have a higher total cholesterol. Okay, and then if here is very high, the total is very high, then we have to see whether that is high in bad cholesterol, there is LDL, okay, or the cholesterol is high in HDL. Okay, if HDL is high, okay, we still don't be too worried, because HDL won't block your vessel so easily. Okay, but if LDL is very high, then you have to do something, okay, to reduce it. But anyhow, doctor will advise you to maintain your total cholesterol to the normal range. There is about 5.2 to 6 this range. Okay, shouldn't go above 6 point something. That is high already. And then another things is your triglyceride. Okay, which should be maintained in a very reasonable range also. Normally is 1.7 up to maybe 2.2, okay, or 2. Some people, if they require a tight control, especially if those people already have a heart problem or blockage or in certain vessel inside the body, especially the artery or coronary artery, or some people maybe might diagnose or some brain vessel or might have some minor blockage. So all these people, they have to go for very tight control. Sometimes you must try to make sure your cholesterol will be at the lower side, or sometimes like here is below 200. Okay, for those people, the total cholesterol may be 160, 150. You have to control to this level, so that to avoid facing the problem, okay, of plaque forming. Okay, and then your triglyceride also have to maintain in the proper level. So you can see triglyceride normally if you have high glucose, it tends to be goes up also, and then this will eventually converted into cholesterol also. So you have to control your triglyceride so that it won't easily be converted into cholesterol, and finally form plaque inside the vessel there. So That means if you really want to control your cholesterol, not only control your intake of cholesterol and fats, you have to control all the carbo and the sugar also. Okay, otherwise this will give you a lot of disturbance in the lowering of your this cholesterol level. Okay, so we understand all this. Make sure you get a chart, and then you if those already have high cholesterol one, we advise you to check your cholesterol every 1 or 2 months. Okay, to make sure it's well controlled. Or otherwise, some people after seeing the doctor maybe prescribe some medicine for you. After taking medicine, you never check your cholesterol one, because you're scared to check also sometimes. And then just for your information, because a lot of statin, which are the medication you use in controlling, that means to restrict the production of cholesterol by the liver, which if unnecessarily you consume too much of statin medicine, is no good. Okay, there are side effect, quite high side effect to our bodies one. Especially this 1 or 2 years, there are some medication like Lipitor, all this which is used in the control of cholesterol one. Some of it already banned, okay, in USA, but I see how in Malaysia, I see some people, they are still consuming this type of statin, which will bring a lot of damage to your liver sometimes if you are taking it unnecessary. Okay, so please take care when you take all these statin, and try use the latest medicine which are not statin type. Okay, nowadays because our doctor here, they already used to statin, okay, to control all the hypertension, and then we are not that strict. Sometimes all those are banned. I don't know why. Or in USA, I see all the information advertised, and then in the net they already mentioned it was banned. But here I see how people still can get all this medicine one. Okay, so we have to be careful on that. Like just now I mentioned, like old people in the iris there, you will see this round or gray in color one. Okay, that's why sometimes when we do our blood test, sometimes if I see their iris got this, even though I didn't check, I know, okay, they got high cholesterol already. Because all these reflect Jauregg zone, it will reflect also if your cholesterol is high. Okay, and then one of the symptom, okay, all this you can see clearly. Okay, and then another symptom is your blur vision, which maybe you might have thought that is related to your high sugar, and then you find it I got no high sugar, maybe you didn't rest properly only, but sometimes it's because of cholesterol. Okay, and then these cramps we tend to thinking of cramps is because of lack of calcium, or maybe the change of temperature, a sudden change in temperature and cause a contraction in the muscle, and then it lead to leg cramps. But if your cholesterol is too high, or the liquid in between all the cells, sometimes a lot of oils is inside there, it will cause leg cramps also. Okay, so if very often, okay, you tend to have leg cramps, you must consider to check, okay, your cholesterol too. Okay, so from here, basically we will see what cause high cholesterol. The cholesterol is high, basically there are a few reasons. Number one, of course, is from food that we are taking too much of oily things, and then all the sugar, and then with lack of exercise. Okay, calorie, okay, and then it tend to turn into fats, and then finally turn into cholesterol, and then you get high cholesterol. Okay, overweight, okay, of course it related to eating and no exercise lah. Okay, and then some are related to some illness also. Okay, like especially like all this leaky gut, okay, your blood because of leaky gut, your blood tend to have a lot of uh, toxin things inside the blood, and then you need the liver to do a lot of job, okay, and you were burdening the liver, and then cause the liver the production of this cholesterol get short wire and then didn't produce properly. And then some people, they might have poor thyroid function or like hypothyroidism, okay, very low metabolism, and then this will cause a lot of fats store inside here, okay, and then the conversion of your cholesterol will be different, and then infection on the liver, of course, and then sometimes kidney disease, okay, because kidney is one of the organ which will help detoxify our blood also, or it will work together with liver. These are the two main organs inside our body to do all the filter job, to cleanse our blood one. So if you got liver, this kidney disease, of course your liver will have to do all the things already, then it will burden your liver. Okay, so a lot of people, they tend to burden our liver. Some maybe you don't know, okay, it's already burdened, especially like you got some people, they might have insomnia problem, or maybe they don't want to sleep early. All this will give a lot of burden to your liver, because according to circadian system inside our body, normally your liver is actively function. Your gallbladder and your liver is between 11 o'clock up to 3 o'clock in the night. So you are supposed to sleep properly during this period to enable this organ to function properly. Okay, but nowadays we tend to sleep very late, and then during this period we somehow go out, and then you take a lot of food, you didn't rest properly, and then you let the this liver cannot do its job perfectly, and then it cannot rest properly. So the burden of the liver are getting higher and higher. Finally, it cannot function. It cannot work according to what it's supposed to the duty assigned to it, or it cannot function properly. Then it will cause all those problem. Okay, so just now I already mentioned here, because of asteroid psoriasis, okay, the hardening of your vessel, or it cause all this problem like stroke, okay, fatty liver, high blood pressure, this coronary artery disease, okay, and then your maybe your function of your pancreas also affected, and then it cause high glucose, okay, and then sometimes it hurt your kidney, and then very high urine acid or acidic blood will cause, and then this Alzheimer, all those and then of course it will affect the sexual performance okay, because of the blockage of all, and then the supply of blood and then finally you very easily you will get stone inside your gallbladder also, okay, if the lipid is too high, because inside your gallbladder there, your liver is producing using cholesterol and all the acid, and then all the ways to produce your bowel juice one. So inside the gallbladder one there, the gallbladder is responsible to concentrate all the bowel juice, okay, to make it thicker, and then if it didn't flush properly, sometimes the all those waste and the cholesterol, it will become thicker and thicker. Finally it will form it will combine together with all the minerals inside the body, the salt, calcium, then it form crystallized stone, okay, inside the gallbladder. And then sometimes it's very painful if the gallstone is coming out, and then it's stuck somewhere inside the tube there, okay, your during urination you will find very painful one. Okay, so we come back to IM laser. So how IM help, okay, in reducing this cholesterol? Of course, the main objective of using the IM laser is to make sure you repair your liver, Okay, you make sure how you make the cells inside all this liver become very active and then very powerful in energy, so it can perform its function perfectly, so that it can filter your blood. So as far as we know, the function of IM laser is to create energy inside our cells, okay, by using the photon that is produced by the laser light, okay, and then penetrate into our body, and then it will follow our red blood cells and travel to whole body, and then all this photon will deliver, okay, to all the cells. So in this process, the photon will activate all the enzyme activity inside the body. This is a very, very important, okay, function by using the photon, because the enzyme activity is the one who responsible, number one, to cleanse, okay, your blood cells, to make sure your blood cell won't attach together or won't be too clustered, so that it can move freely, move smoothly, and then the delivery of your oxygen and then your nutrient will be faster, okay, because of a better flow rate of your blood circulation. Okay, and then all these enzyme are also responsible, okay, in the production of energy inside your cells. So inside the cells, the mitochondria, okay, it contain a type of enzyme which we call the mitochrom C, okay, which will be activated by the photon, okay, deliver into your mitochondria. Then it will speed up the production. Then it will use nutrient, water, and oxygen to convert, okay, inside the mitochondria there into energy. That is what we call the ATP. And then during the process, it will produce these two type of ingredient also. One is called nitric oxide. The other one is called ROS, which these two is very powerful signaling agent, okay, inside the body. So it will help a lot in the transmitting of signal in your neuron system. That's why IM laser is able to help to improve, okay, all the neuron activity by giving a very strong signal given, because this is very important, especially in controlling and then adjusting all the hormone secretion inside the body, or the inner secretion inside the body are, okay, basically a lot affected, much affected by your neuron system, your nervous system. Okay, so nitric oxide also studies show that is a very strong ingredient to cleanse, okay, all your vessel. So if you have those plaque, okay, problems, okay, this nitric oxide is giving a very good helping hand in slowly dissolve all this plaque one. Okay, so that's why nitric oxide actually is a very high antioxidant also. A lot of health food supplement, they emphasize, okay, a lot on this nitric oxide, because some this health food, after taking, it will promote the production of nitric oxide inside the body. Okay, but by using IM laser, because of the photon, the process of the mitochondria in the production of energy of the ATP, it will produce nitric oxide. That's why it will give a long-term effect on cleansing all the vessel. Your vessel will get better and better. Okay, and then the other hand, the cells will get more energy. Okay, it will be activated, and then the function of the cells can perform better. So we know that the whole body are made from cells. Okay, especially all your organs like your liver are made from liver cells. So your liver cells, after getting all the energy produced, it will perform better. Then the organ function will run better. Okay, so when we use IM laser, beside using on the wrist, on the nose, normally we'll encourage you to put to do a target treatment on the liver itself also. So we'll put on the rib cage on your right hand side, on top of the rib cage there where the liver is located, and then hopefully from there the penetration of the light will go directly into your liver cells. Okay, so more light will go into here, so to help the activating and the repair and restore of the cells in your liver. Okay, so after a long after a period, it will strengthen up, and then the performance of your liver will get better. Okay, then your blood will be cleansed better, because your liver function, one of the function is to cleanse your blood. So blood circulation will be better, and then your heart problem will be released, because your circulation will be easier, so your heart don't have to work so hard. Okay, and then finally, all the system inside the body, especially your neuron, okay, which will affect your hormone secretion, like or your thyroid, your melatonin, okay, which control your sleep. All this, the whole body system will work in a more harmony way. Okay, and then the cell repair inside the body will eventually get stronger. Your inner doctor will be more powerful to heal yourself. In this way, definitely we will have a very good circulatory system, which are the basis. Okay, whenever when we talk about how we want to improve our health, the first thing we must make sure the blood circulation can be improved first, because all the basic ingredient that the cells need, especially your oxygen and your nutrient, are transported through this system. If this system is no good, all these basic nutrient cannot reach all the cells won't be able to restore, heal, or regenerate one. Okay, so in the long run, okay, you with the help of your the function of your liver, your this hyperlipidemia should be able to reduce down slowly. Okay, by the auto flushing of your liver. Okay, more fats will be flushed out, okay, through your liver and go into your colon, become part of your stool, and then it flush it out. Okay, this is how the function of the body, and then how I'm laser helping in the whole process. So from here, we can see directly how I'm laser is involved. Of course, if you want a more better, okay, result, of course you have to participate. Not only you let I'm laser to work on its own, because we know that these three high hypertension, high blood sugar, high cholesterol, okay, high hyperlipidemia, they are all almost the same causes, okay, all related to our lifestyle. And then if we want to get better in this reducing this three high, of course the way we should change the same also. Number one is to rest properly. Okay, as just now I mentioned, okay, the liver is function this heavily during the time 11 to 3. You should rest and let your liver to do all the work, so that after that he can rest. Okay, and not you still hanging around, drinking alcohol, smoking, which are all those unwanted things which will burden your liver very, very much. Okay, so in terms of hyperlipidemia, of course, no good sleep, okay, you won't be able really to let a time for the body to reheal, to repair all the body's all the cells which already maybe damaged due to your daily activity. Okay, so in fact, for those people who already got certain illness if without a proper rest, it's very difficult for you to heal, okay, to recover back. So this one part which we find that great also, even if you use I'm laser. So I'm laser can help to calm down your nervous system, your neuron, so you help you to sleep better. But if your mentality you don't want to sleep, I'm laser cannot force you to sleep. That's why you have to change your way of lifestyle, especially in sleeping. Okay, and then exercise. of course, some people have lack of exercise too. Okay, and then here, if you want to have a longer life, of course, we encourage you to have a moderate exercise every week, maybe 3 times, half an hour at least. Okay, because exercise cannot be replaced also, because the movement, the stretching that you are put in, or will help the or the muscle or the bone, okay, to grow, to be in more active way. Okay, even if you use IM laser can do what? It can improve your circulation. Okay, just like after exercise, you have a better circulation of your blood. IM laser can help you in that way, but it cannot replace the exercise, and then it cannot help to like giving a certain pressure to your bone or in the growth of your bone, and then your stretching of your muscle to make it more relaxed or more absorption better. All these are still need your exercise one. You have to do something one. Okay, but if you really don't have the time, okay, to go for exercise, then you really need the help of IM laser, because IM laser at least it can maintain your metabolic and then maintain your blood circulation. Okay, this is what IM laser can help. And then of course, number 3, to maintain a better have a better weight management. Okay, don't be overweight too much, because normally overweight means either too much of fats or too much of water, and then too much of toxin inside the body. Okay, all this combine and then make your waistline become higher and higher, maybe 40, 42, 43 or something like that, which is not healthy. Okay, which indicate you need to do something. And then the cholesterol will reduce it. For every inch of waistline you reduce, your cholesterol will reduce. Okay, so this is very important. If you want to maintain a good rate of cholesterol, you must maintain your weight. Try to maintain in a good rate according to your height. Okay, then finally, okay, here actually of course stressful might lead to a lot of tension to the body, and then it requires, or maybe it will cause like insomnia, cannot sleep properly, all this problem also. So how to release the stress? Normally we go for exercise to release, okay, listening to music, or you have to do something, okay, to release all this stress also. IM laser can help you in which way? Because when you are too stressful, your nervous system will be affected, and then the circulation imbalance of hormone are a very high percentage caused by very stressful life. And then IM laser of course can help you to improve your insomnia, and then balancing all your hormone circulation, and then it will let you feel slightly better or emotionally. Okay, and then of course you have to change mentality, your mentality, so to reduce all the stress that you are facing. Okay, then of course to check your this lipid level regularly, so that you know the condition of your health, of your body, what is the reading of your cholesterol inside the body. Okay, and then here are the things which IM laser really cannot help you. You have to do it on yourself. Okay, like smoking. Even though we're saying that, a lot of people saying that after using IM laser it will help in the stopping of smoking, but you still need your willpower. Actually, when we talk about smoking, it's all talking about willpower, and then your attitude towards your health. Okay, and then your awareness, okay, of the harmfulness, okay, of smoking to your health. Then only then it will lead you, okay, to stop. Okay, and then during that time, if really very difficult, then you maybe IM laser can help to release, okay, a certain percentage of your what we call the hungriness to this cigarette. And then of course the same to your alcohol also. Okay, a little bit of alcohol is very good for our health. but too excessive alcohol, and then not only alcohol, those soft drinks, too high sugar, okay, might tend to lead to a lot of problem to our health also. We have to change our eating habit in this way. And then finally, your eating, okay, this is the part 20 or 30% of your cholesterol are from here. So if you are able to reduce, okay, that means those red meat lah, okay, and then those very high in cholesterol food lah, maybe you can reduce it. And then the way you cook, okay, the oil that you use, maybe you have to study and then change to proper oils. And then the way you cook, trying to reduce on frying, okay, and then do more on this what we call grill, and then like a soup types of way you cook lah. So to reduce all the unnecessary oils, and then of course some of the carbo, and then milk, all those things. Maybe we have to really study also to reduce it. And then here, just give you some example. Okay, some of the foods that will improve good cholesterol. If your case of let's say your total cholesterol is not that high, not high, but your good cholesterol is low, your bad cholesterol is high, then you should eat more foods in this picture. Okay, these are the foods that will increase the good cholesterol one, like garlic, all those. Okay, it will help you a lot one. Okay, and then these are the food normally will lower down your cholesterol, okay, in terms of good and bad cholesterol. So I would mention if you got time, you can easily get all this information from net, or you just put there the food that will lower down your cholesterol. These are the 5 herbs normally I will recommend you. Okay, if you have really want to change, maybe you can practice. Okay, maybe every day you drink a little bit of this. Okay, it will help reducing all the cholesterol. Okay, number 1 is turmeric. Okay, of course turmeric is not nice, okay, in taste, sometimes very difficult to drink also. I don't like actually turmeric to drink. So normally I will mix with some drinks. Okay, sometimes I will put some honey. Okay, every day in the morning mix with warm water, you drink. Okay, turmeric is a very good ingredient. It will activate the function of your liver, and then the detoxification of the liver, and then it release the burden of your liver. Okay, and then garlic. Okay, and then if you are practicing, because I'm practicing naturopathy also, so sometimes I'll use all these ingredients at home. I will get some red wine, and then put some garlic, and then soak it after 10 or 2 weeks, and then I will every night I will drink a pat of this red wine with garlic one. Okay, and then it's very helpful in digestion, and then in improve your artery blood flow, and then boost your HDL also. If you got the time lah, okay, you want to do all this, or you can do one. Okay, very good also. Okay, of course, if you want to have a very simple way, just go for green tea, or like Ventos, we have our this Purita, okay, which are very good in lowering cholesterol, blood sugar, and then to softening the blood vessel. Okay, which if you are in Ventos, I will encourage you for your maintenance, you take your Purita and then drink every day. At least a glass of Purita will help, okay, a lot, okay, in improving your circulation, in your quality of your blood and your vessel. Okay, and then number 4, these are basically normally some health food products. This dandelion is a very good material to activate detoxification of the liver also. And then sacha inchi is a very good oil, okay, which is helping and they're very high in omega-3 in helping to dissolve all those bad plaque. Okay, and then normally sometimes we will drink and then sometimes it will in form of health food supplement also. Okay, maybe if you come across this kind of thing, you can take if you want to lower down your cholesterol. Okay, so this how actually basically how I measure how come I go to here already? There should be another page. Okay, let me see. Bypass. Okay, did I mention? I already mentioned about this. Okay, so these are some of the tips on the food. Okay, that you can consider. Also, I will advise. If say you have some problem on your cholesterol level, or maybe you already have some illness, you want to improve it. Beside using amlaser, I hope you can change in your lifestyle, because lifestyle is basically affect the a lot, okay, in developing all these health issue one. The change of your lifestyle and incorporating the use of amlaser will give you a double a benefit in the development and the improvement of your health condition. Okay, so if you can change, maybe you cannot change 100%. Okay, at least 50%. Let's say you don't exercise at all, at least maybe you go for 1 or 2 day every week. Okay, go for simple exercise, maybe half an hour. It's better than you don't do any exercise. Every time you go, okay, please wear your amlaser together. Okay, or sometimes if you really don't have time, at least every morning, okay, maybe 20 minutes, or you go for a slow walk, or just inside, just in the compound of your house or something like that. Okay, facing the sun with your amlaser on, that will be given a better benefit in boosting or in improving your health. Okay, and then especially in your eating, of course, in a moderate way of eating. Okay, don't just eat what you like and not what you need. Okay, because we are what we eat. Okay, and then this part you have to do it yourself, because we can't help you, because we a lot of people will have a wrong concept normally, because we tend to work very hard, just we want to eat more things. Okay, what we call 探家, we really go and earn money just to eat only. Some people they will feel like that, so they will eat whatever they like, and then after eating because nowadays we getting money is no longer financially we are okay, so we tend to eat a lot of things, a lot of good things, and then after eating, then it causes a lot of problem. We are not like those days lack of food, no money. Okay, very hard, we have to work very hard to earn money, and then we cannot get all the very good foods. Then we nowadays we are too much. Okay, so that's why in the way of taking health food supplement also, the style the trend already changed also. Those days we tend to eat like vitamin C like all the proteins okay, to improve the nutrient supply to our body. Nowadays we are talking about antioxidant. We are talking about how to detox your body, how to flush out all the excessive fats, protein, unnecessary one, okay, from your body. So you see the health food products also different, okay, when we use different from those days, because the lifestyle is different. Okay, so the change of lifestyle, okay, might give you more in the control of your health. Okay, and then if you combine with amlaser, of course it will give you double or triple benefit. Okay, but however, okay, if you only rely on amlaser without doing any changes, I can tell you the effect won't be compared to those who really have a certain percentage of change to a more healthier lifestyle. They will get more benefit. Okay, this is the advice I can give. Okay, especially those very late one. Okay, I will encourage you to have a better rest. Okay, so this short explanation on cholesterol, and then what you can do and what Amlaser can help. And if you are financially stable, you are able to take our this new product we call the CV8, which I think this Saturday our product development director will having a talk on that on this CV8. Okay, because I find that CV8 is a very good product. Okay, in the fighting of these three high. Okay, high cholesterol, high hypertension, and then high sugar. Okay, CV8 should be able to give you a very strong helping hand in the fighting of this. Okay, and if you combine with Amlaser, the effect will be tremendous. And I'm in the process of trying the products also. Hopefully later on, I will share with you this product also, and then I will give some how I feel, testimony on the products and what is the improvement on that later on. Okay, so I leave it back to Linda. Okay, so my explanation will be up to here only. So if you have
Okay.
any question, you can ask.
Okay. Wow. My line is very bad. Yeah. Very powerful talk, huh? Thank you, Mr. Lee. It's
Sorry.
not easy to maintain our health. Huh?
Yeah.
We have to really put in effort by hearing what Mr. Lee has shared. We have to really put in a lot of effort. Can you hear me?
Can.
We have
Very
to
clear.
put in a lot of effort to really change our lifestyle. Our body is really a burden. Every part of our body we need to take care.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, can hear. Okay, so any
Yeah.
questions? This is a very good chance to ask our expert walking encyclopedia. He is truly a good walking encyclopedia. You can ask him anything related to health, anything under the sun. I think he can answer you. Any question?
Seems like no question, huh?
No, so quiet. No question. Come on, ask some questions. This is a good time to learn this question. I hope y'all have acquired some knowledge from him. This is the beauty of joining Ventros. You get it for free, although Mr. Lee has to spend a lot of money to learn from overseas. I heard he learned from Taiwan. Huh?
Yeah.
But we get it for free.
Yes. Okay, if no question, I will give some.
Any
because
question? There's one hand raise
Yeah.
hand. Christy. Yes, there's one.
How to can unmute me?
I think unmute already.
He requests to unmute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mr. Lee,
Can hear.
thanks for your sharing.
welcome.
Unmute Christy. Christy, can you ask?
Mr. Lee?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
For the
I can hear you.
Okay, for the cholesterol, to reduce cholesterol, you can target on the liver, the liver lah. Okay, how many times to do target beside? Because I've never done my on the liver. How many times a day?
The normal way of using, normally we will use 2 times on your wrist and your nose.
Yes.
Beside that
one I do
in
3 times
between.
lah.
Yeah. Okay. Beside that, in between, like morning to evening, is that in between you still got time? You can do for another 2 rounds on your liver. Okay.
On the liver.
Of course. First round, from the very beginning, you put one round first lah. Okay. After a few days, you get used to it, or then you can increase another time. Get what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, 4
Okay,
bar,
slowly
40
lah.
minutes.
Don't. Yeah. You don't go too fast
Don't one
lah.
shot do all lah.
Sometimes the
Okay.
yeah. Sometimes the activation is too strong, or sometimes might have some symptoms of coming out one. Okay. Just now
Yeah.
I mentioned if nobody asking any question, because yesterday I received a message asking about this healing crisis. Okay, normally
Okay.
after using,
Mm.
maybe after 1 week, you tend to have certain healing crisis might happen. A lot of people, they are scared about how to handle and then how to do, and then normally the healing crisis will involve whether is it a healing crisis or the side effect of the misuse of the eye laser. Sometimes if you don't understand, sometimes you get worried also. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So when we talk
Thanks.
about okay, I answer your question already. So I'll give
Yeah.
some explanation on this healing crisis.
Yes,
I
thank
think you
you.
like to hear also lah. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe you all will have
Yeah,
this
good,
kind of
good.
this doubt also, because when we talk
Yeah,
about
that's
healing
very good.
crisis,
Yes, definitely.
okay, of course, our body, when our body slowly, okay, from
Mm.
normal and then it go to certain illness, there will be a process, okay, a very long process, okay, which will hurt all our cells slowly, again, from damage our cells and then to injured and then cause death to the cells and then cause a lot of death in the cells there, and then finally your body, okay, will get into a certain type of illness. So you can see how the progress will be from very light and then slowly it will go to, or maybe you feel here a tightness here and there, and then you ignore it again, really how it will go to like pain or numbness. Okay, this is a process, or it indicate the destroy of your cells inside your body is getting deeper and more. Okay, so until a certain stage you feel very pain, or that means the whole process from slightly tightness to numbness to a little bit pain here and there to very pain. Okay, so this is a process, and then finally sometimes it might from very pain, then you will turn into chronic disease. Okay, it will slowly don't feel anything. Okay, in the types it get more serious, and then sometimes even you don't feel your nerve system get damaged also. This is what happening like those diabetic patient. Okay, like their leg they got a wound, they won't feel the pain, and then the wound very difficult to heal. That is because the neural system also get affected. So when we do some therapy to rectify these things, okay, let's say you got a hypertension. Okay, from hypertension from very minor, because of your blood is not flowing very smoothly, or you feel maybe tightness or tired, a little bit of tired, or then it slowly develop certain blockage or inside the artery or the vein, slowly develop the flow of your blood the viscosity of the blood getting higher, then the flow is not as smooth already. Okay, the cells cannot get sufficient oxygen and then the nutrient, then it slowly function not that good. So this is a process, okay, which will eventually damage the cell and cause the illness one. So when we want to recover back, okay, so first of all, maybe during the process, it will the supply of the nutrient and then the oxygen to your cell will get higher, and then the sensitivity of your neural system will get more sensitive, or you will feel it back. So that's why sometimes after or maybe 6-7 days after using, you find out that place like got some pain, or in fact actually the pain is there, okay, all the time, but you don't feel it because of your signal on your neural there is not sensitive anymore, because our body tend to have a system. Okay, because the pain actually is a system whereby body give you a signal, there is something wrong somewhere there. That's why there is a pain there. Okay, but normally we will ignore the pain, and then finally the body will go into a stage, the signaling is going down, and then sometimes our system will build up a way to ignore all the pain, also try to reduce the pain so that you won't feel the difficult. Then finally you don't feel it already, even the pain is there, you don't feel it that strong, so you are not sensitive already. So if you after you go for a therapy, the improvement on the sensitivity, then you will start to find that you feel the pain start to happen there. Okay, this is one of the reason why the healing crisis is happening. So you have to go through sensitivity of the neuron coming back, repairing, and then the blood flow getting faster, and then it will create some discomfort, and then the reborn of cells in that place, or maybe inflammation, anti-inflammation, the fight is happening in that place, will cause discomfort is coming up. Okay, so the healing process itself, okay, maybe will create some discomfort over there, and then the sensitivity getting higher. Of course, some people they might become very sensitive, especially the neuron. So this will cause very severe or discomfort, pain might happen, and then they will get worried, then they stop using. Okay, there are a lot of people they will tend to have this kind of problem. And then another reason sometimes is because because during the process of using all this therapy, no matter whether you are using iron laser or you're taking this food supplement, it tends to help in detoxifying your body. That means to eliminate all the toxic things from your cells, and then try to flush it out, okay, through your sweating, and then your colon, okay, and then through your urine. The body after the therapy is trying to do that. Okay, so all these toxin will be released. Okay, it will be break down and released to your bloodstream, and then it will be transport, okay, to your liver and your kidney to do all the detoxification job one. Okay, so inside your body, your liver there, a lot of enzyme will be used to detoxify all those toxin things, and then make it non-toxic, and then it would together with all those fats, and then it will be produced to become the bowel juice, and then you will flush it out, okay, during your bowel movement. Okay, and then some of it might go into your bloodstream also, then follow how it goes to your kidney together with the water, and then it will flush it out as your urine. Okay, that's why sometimes at night or after one night of sleep, the body do have a chance to repair your body, okay, to repair all the cells, okay, and then to flush all these waste, okay, out from your cells, and then it will go into your blood. So in the morning, when you go for urine, you'll find that your urine is different from daytime. It will be very thick, very smelly, okay, because the toxin level tend to be very high inside the urine there. Okay, so what happens when you do a therapy? The same things will happen. So our body, like iron laser, because it will increase the metabolic of all the cells. The whole body cells will try to create more energy, and then try to expel all the toxin inside, because the metabolism rate will be increased. The cells will expel out all the toxin, and then all the toxin will eventually go into your bloodstream. So this is the time your blood suddenly a lot of toxin coming in already, and wait for your kidney to perform, to filter. But sometimes we tend to didn't take care of our liver properly. You didn't sleep properly to let the liver work, and then maybe sometimes your liver is too burdening. It cannot in a short time too much of waste or too much of toxin things is coming. It cannot handle. Okay, so it have to work overtime. Let's say by right it should work 11 to 3, then it rests already. Now too much is coming, so until morning it's still working. So like Chinese say, when too much of working on your liver, it tend to have heat coming out. One, you feel very heaty. Okay, this is the signal. So normally you will have in your healing crisis, or maybe you experience few days of fever. Some people. Okay, if your liver is good enough, can handle, then maybe it will go off very fast. But sometimes your liver really cannot handle because the dosage of light you are using is too strong or too fast. The metabolic goes up, and then the process of eliminating of the toxin is too fast, and then the liver cannot handle. So what happened? Your blood become very dirty. A lot of waste still inside the blood there, and then our body to eliminate all these toxins through other way. Okay, it won't depend only on your liver and then on your kidney already. So it will opens up other pathway. For example, normally it will opens up your skin. Okay, you will have pimples coming out. Okay, you might have some big those what we call okay, very big one okay, and then all the nana is there and then this way sometimes body are forced, okay, to eliminate, okay, the toxin or through other ways. Some ladies, they might experience like during the periods, the flushing will be higher, the color will be deeper, and then maybe they might have clot or something like that. This indicates your normal pathway of expelling the toxin. For example, the normal pathway is through your sweating, through your colon, okay, your bowel movement, and through your urination. These are the three major pathway we release we flush out all the toxin. If this three is no good, so the body have to use other type, and then the secretion inner secretion will increase. Let's say your eyes maybe have more those or your ear those ways will be thicker, okay, and then a lot will coming out. Okay, these are the indication your liver and then your kidney cannot handle the expellation of your toxin from your cells too fast. So what you have to do normally because of this, sometimes the toxin thing, all these waste, or it might still inside the body, and then it might cause the blood to become more acidic, and then it will cause sometimes your muscle those liquid inside in between the cells or in your muscle there become very acidic, and then this will cause pain, okay, in your joint, sometimes in your muscle. That's why in healing crystal you experience all this kind of pain. And then some people, if they are very sensitive in your neuron, because when you use IM laser, you tend to increase the sensitivity of your neuron, and then the acidation might cause all this reflection on the neuron, and then you feel the pain here and there. Okay, some, of course, if those people who have certain what we call like twisted the joint, or some old problem, okay, during this time, because it didn't heal fully, okay, when it get hurt during this time, the healing is starting, then the old wound or the old problem will come again. Then you feel why I didn't use no problem. After using all this problem is coming back. This is a temporary process of a sudden getting worse before it come better. Okay, and then what you have to do, normally you have to, number one, you try to help your liver and your kidney to do all the detoxification and expellation. That means you must make sure all the toxin can coming out from your body as fast as possible. The normal way, of course, is through a better bowel movement. That means you go toilet more often. drink more water so that your urination will be higher. Okay, so all the toxin will follow from through your kidney, or then it will expel it out, okay, through your urine. Okay, number third, if possible, you go sweating more. So all the toxin, okay, will be expelled out through the sweating also. Okay, in that case, okay, if you can do properly, and then you must make sure you rest properly so that your liver at the night can do his work effectively, and then it will not overload your liver. Then of course, or slowly the liver will cleanse up all the toxin, and then your blood will become clean and better, and then the blood circulation is improving slowly. All the toxin will be transport and then expel out from your body, and then your symptoms will get lesser and lesser. So on this process, some people they might use maybe 1 week. Okay, some people they might maybe take a month or 2. That's why in the very beginning stage, if people who are really very sick, very old age, okay, and then a very weak body, we encourage them to start with a lower dosage. Don't go too fast, because the body normally tend to go into that kind of situation the liver cannot handle. Okay, because of the detoxification is happening too fast. Okay, it cannot handle, and then you will cause some old problem to happen again, and then it will affect psychologically all this patient, and then maybe they were reluctant to use the things one, and then you have to sometimes have to explain too much to gain back the confidence. Then of course some people, after eating some health food products, or even maybe using IM laser, they are sensitive to it. Okay, we can say some people might have this kind of problem. Also, some people tend to even though it's very rare, okay, this kind of illness also very rare. That means they cannot expose to sunlight one. We heard about that, isn't it? Okay, so this if they expose to the light, they will get sensitive to the light. Of course, they will bring certain reaction, and then there is not healing crisis. Okay, this reaction tend to be very strong, and then it won't disappear slowly one, and then sometimes it will come in such a way very not slowly coming one. It will attack you strongly, and then very very painful, all those experience discomfort until you cannot stand, you have to go for medication. This maybe is because of certain sensitive, or if in that case maybe you stop using for a while, and then you repeatedly try again, whether after that you use again, it happens again. Okay, if every time you use it happens, that means okay, you are sensitive to the health food, the products, the ingredient inside there, or some people maybe is sensitive to the photon also. Okay, which is very rare lah. So far I've seen lah. Okay, so these are normally what is happening during healing crisis. What you have to do: rest properly, drink a lot of water, try to do some exercise to get more sweating, or go for sauna, or those get more sweating, so to help the kidney and the liver, okay, to reduce their burden, so to overcome all the healing crisis. Okay, should be quite clear already what is happening. That's why it create all those problems.
Mr. Lee, what about dizziness? Dizziness is also under healing crisis?
Sometimes yes. Okay, because of the circulation because during the therapy okay, sometimes the heart actually like IM laser it tend to give some effect on the heart. Okay, because after using the IM laser, it tend to cleanse the blood, and then increase the blood circulation, and then because of the requirement to increase the supply of oxygen and the nutrient to the cells, because the photon will opens up the generating of the production of the ATP. So we require all this material to produce the ATP. So your body will need a higher rate of blood flow. That's why during the time your heart had to adjust the function. If let's say it can adjust, it can press harder. Normally your heart will press harder. Okay, if some people they are weak in the heart cannot do the adjustment properly, it might cause some problem. Okay, the heart usually, if it's not strong enough, it will tend to beat more times. Okay, that means your heart is beating faster, and then all this will cause dizziness, all those problems. Okay, that's why some people, when they face this kind of problem, you must examine also after using IM laser, or is there any irregular in your heartbeat. Okay, some people, let's say for example, they have this very low blood volume. Okay, they tend to have this kind of problem because low blood supply. Normally they will have a heart which are not the strong one, because they don't face any problem in their blood pressure also. Normally the heart it won't be trained so hard. Okay, and then due to the supply of the blood, the nutrient, the oxygen to the heart also get lesser, so the heart tend to be slightly weak compared to normal people. So during using IM laser, suddenly increase or want the heart to do harder, and then to press more blood to get the blood flowing faster. Okay, because the low blood pressure, low blood volume, you need the blood to cycle more fast. Okay, so that it can deliver all the things. So your heart tend to have burden on that. Then the heart also cannot press harder, so the heart will beat faster, make more beat, and this you feel very discomfort. Okay.
So what do we advise?
Lower down.
Advise customer to do?
Normally, lower down a bit on the use of IM laser. Don't go for very high dosage first. Okay, try to adjust. Okay, increase the blood volume. Okay, they means sleep better, eat properly, increase the production of the blood. Okay, do targeting on the spine there to improve the marrow, and then eat more these nutrient things. Okay, to eventually help the production of the blood. Okay, so that eventually it will slowly strengthen the heart muscle. Okay, to make the heart to get stronger. Slowly, then you increase from 2 bar to 3 bar. Okay, to from 1 times to 2 times or 3 times. So you have to go through that period. Okay, of adjusting. So these are not I advise. Okay, you cannot be going too fast also sometimes.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, any more burning questions? Please come forward. We still have another 10 minutes. What about gastric? Gastric also healing crisis, meh?
Of course, sometimes, okay, because gastric also there are many types of gastric. Okay, sometimes it's because of the release of your juice is too high. Okay, some is because of low juice releasing. It causes indigestion and then injured in the stomach there, and then it causes inflammation. Then you feel pain. Okay, so there are different types, and then some people they might, because of the nervous system, the control of the release of your juice your acid juice inside the stomach there. So due to a high pressure, or you didn't sleep well, especially those people who have all these what we call this mental problem one how to call it like insomnia, how we call it suddenly the word is disappeared. Okay, all these are okay. The inner circulation okay is unstable, so sometimes pressure might tend to affect the nervous system, and then it will affect the circulation of the juice. So you might experience sometimes when you're hungry, you get too much of all this acid juice coming out. When you after eating, it's supposed to be more acid coming out, then it didn't work nicely, it come out very little, and then you have digestion problem. So normally before you eat, sometimes you get gassy. After you eat also you feel gassy. These are a type of gastric problem which are due to your nervous system. Okay, so you have to fine-tune your nervous system. You must sleep better, release all your tension, then eventually it will help to improve on your stomach. So if those people suddenly feel all this gastric pain, you can directly use the IM laser actually put on the stomach there. Okay, eventually IM laser maybe, okay, if inflammation is happening because of injury on the wall, okay, it can help to reduce the inflammation. Or sometimes because of your nervous system is unstable, okay, so IM laser can help to stabilize okay this problem, and then it will reduce the pain. Okay, so if those people who are really low in maybe your acid release, okay, IM laser might tend to improve your digestion also, because IM laser is very strong in activating all the enzyme, and then your gastric acid is a type of all this inner circulation also. So it will help in gastric problem, no matter which type of gastric problem.
Thank you.
Okay.
So if IM laser can activate enzymes for our body, is it necessary, is it advisable to take like fruits enzyme and all this to add on?
Yeah, of course, if you are really your body is short of enzyme, even though the body can produce enzyme using protein, okay, by your pancreas, your liver, the body can produce enzyme or by using the amino acid, but too much rely on the production of enzyme by your organs, you will burden the organs too much, like your pancreas or your liver. So we tend to advise people to eat more enzyme food, so you can from outside give our body all the enzyme, especially the enzyme which we need to digest food one. So we relieve the burden of your pancreas, especially because pancreas is responsible to make all the enzyme if you didn't take from outside. Okay, it have to combine all the protein, all the amino acid and then become enzyme, and then this will burden your pancreas very much. Okay, and then it will cause sometimes the pancreas cannot work properly. Okay, and then it causes like blood sugar problem, insulin cannot release properly. Okay, so all the times, that's why in our diet we include a lot of fruit and veggie. Okay, that is the second things, the largest group that we should eat. One of the reason because we want to take, there is one of the reason because we want to take our enzyme from all fruits and vegetable, especially the raw one without cooking one. So if all the way you are lack of fruits and vegetable in raw form, you tend to have lower enzyme level inside the body. Of course, okay, we encourage you to take. That's why sometimes we will ask you to take the PSR. The PSR also contain all many types of enzyme inside there. So together with IM laser, it can help especially in the process of cleansing your blood. Okay, all these enzymes are playing a very important role. Okay, so if you lack of enzyme, sometimes even if you use ion laser, because the cleansing effect is the activation of the enzyme inside the blood there, then the enzyme do the job. So if you don't have sufficient enzyme there, the activation won't happen. So the light will go in, it can't activate, no enzyme there to activate. So the cleansing of your blood won't be that good one. Okay, so it's still
good.
okay. Those ingredient, vitamin, although you're supposed to eat one, you should eat also. Okay, ion laser cannot replace it one. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Any more questions? We still have 37 people. We still have 37 back. Can we have questions?
Maybe I explained too clear already. No question.
Yeah, was fantastic. Very good. Any burning
This is one raising
question?
hand. Who is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this Christy, I
This
think
is-
he's asking.
Christy again. Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Sorry, Sterling, I want to ask you, can I ask you some other question besides cholesterol one? Is it okay?
Yeah, we still have a little bit of time.
Okay, a quick one.
Come.
Because I have this boy, but 20 years old. Okay, he had brain tumor removed already, and the time when I asked Dr. Ashwin can be used, so he started using, but he's not regularly using it lah. Okay.
Okay.
So because being young, the mother keep on asking him, and it's very. So anyway, the cancer, like the tumor grew back again lah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
for me, before he need to do laser therapy, I mean a specific laser therapy on it lah, to burn certain parts of the cancer cells or tumor cells.
Okay.
So for me,
Okay,
I was
okay.
thinking maybe he can now. I say, can you please just at least one day, just do once a day, okay? At least to give him better immune system before he goes to the laser therapy. After once removed, then he
Okay.
can continue on. Is it once a day? Is it sufficient? He's 20 years old.
Okay. Okay, that means the preparation before he go for radiotherapy or the brain
Not
there
not radiotherapy.
Okay,
Now
laser
laser
therapy okay.
on the yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I will advise he can go for 1 or 2 times. Okay,
A day
because if
lah.
you want to get a better boosting of all the cells so that he can really stand the challenge of the laser therapy, the hurting
Yes.
we must make sure all the cells there must be stronger. Okay, and then 2 times will be reasonable.
2 times.
Okay, at least morning, and then evening. Okay, 1 time I think is too less. Okay, so when is he going to do the laser therapy or
I
the brain
think
there?
any time when they get, because the last time I heard was last week, they are getting ready lah, but he doesn't know yet. So I told him, can you please use once a day at least lah, to improve your immune system so that you can overcome the side effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you should encourage him to use.
Yeah.
Okay, I think at this moment he cannot go for under the sunlight also. Okay, he have to
sunlight.
use the light therapy already through the ion laser. Okay, because after operation maybe have to rest for a while. Okay, during the therapy maybe after coming back from hospital only then he can start using.
So now he can
After
use until
now
he
use
can
and then wait.
until it
Yeah.
goes off.
Go for operation. After the operation, rest for a while because maybe he got to go through all kinds of medication, all those things. Okay, after he get discharged from hospital, rest for maybe 3-5 days or at home, then he can start using it.
Okay, and then also use twice a day lah.
Yeah.
At least. Okay, I'll speak to him.
Okay.
Because only 20 years old lah.
Yeah lah. Nowadays,
young.
all these illness are getting younger and younger lah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you
So
so much.
frightening,
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Very informative.
Yes,
Because
yes, definitely.
cholesterol.
Ask him. Ask him not to be too worried lah, because I come across a patient which is a friend, a sister of my friend lah. Actually, she got a tumor inside the brain, as big as an egg, you know. Okay, so she went for laser therapy and then remove, and then slowly go for I think after 3 rounds of operation, only he removed for almost cannot remove everything also, up to I think around 80% only. Okay, so far already almost 10 years, she's still very healthy.
Okay.
Still.
That's good. But actually, he was operated on before. He was operated before. Yeah. So, but this one like, came back lah. Yeah. So, and thank you so much for your encouragement.
Because brain sometimes is very headache one, because you cannot remove.
Cannot remove
totally
all.
also sometimes. It's still someday that you grow back one.
You grow back.
Okay.
So for prevention.
So far any symptoms or serious symptoms affecting his daily life or not?
No, not that I know of.
Some
Not
people
that I
might
know
have
of,
one.
maybe initially could be headache lah. Headache, I think initially. Yeah, initially headache, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Then after that, just I think encourage he should use lah. That's why somehow he doesn't use. It's very hard. Have to continue to encourage him to use.
Too young, tend to forgot the pain one.
Sometimes so he has to really do it lah. Okay, thank you so much.
Have to take care
Mr.
also lah. Have to be disciplined or
Yeah.
daily the lifestyle have to maintain also.
Yeah, correct. What you saying is very true. The lifestyle. We have to sleep early. Always sleep so late. Those tired don't want to go to sleep. We must go back. We can't
Takes a lot to change.
Still doing whatever we are nonsense we are doing. Cannot. Thank you so much.
We got to change to
Okay.
stay healthy.
Yep.
And no more question. I think it's almost 10:30. Thank you, Mr. Lee, for giving us such a powerful talk tonight. I appreciate that very much. And thanks the audience for spending your precious evening with us. And I hope that you will continue to join us. Just a reminder, tomorrow we have a BOP in Bahasa, Malaysia by Encik Azahara. And bring your friends in so that we don't have to explain Bahasa, which is a bit difficult for us to do the explanation. So just bring our friends who wants to know, in Bahasa. And again, on Saturday, we have our John Chiang, the Product Development Director, to talk to us on CV8. Okay, this CV8 ginseng, I tell you, every one of us must take. Okay, we have been taking already. For me, I've already been taking for 1 week, and I tell you the energy level, you will feel so energized. There will be a difference from any other products that I have been taking. This is the most powerful one. So whoever have not taken yet, please get yourself 1 set. For 3 months, you will not regret. Take my word for it. I tell you, you will not regret. We have been comparing notes between our diamonds, and